Assalamu alaikum. I am Mehrunisa, chapter number 13, Biochemistry. We are going to study today protein, in which we will study sources and uses, and test yourself 13.2. So starting from, what are the sources of protein? Proteins, it make up about more than 50% of the dry weight of animals. If we take a complete body mass of an animal and check it, about 50% of the dry weight of an animal will be made up of protein. Each protein has its own source, its own specific function. The major sources of proteins are animals protein, such as meat, mutton, chicken, fish and eggs. All of these contain a lots of protein. These are used as food by human beings, and also it is very important for the formation of protoplasm. What is protoplasm? The living matter of a cell is called as protoplasm. So these are the sources: chicken, fish, meat, beef, almond, different types of nuts and fruits, egg. All of these, they are the sources of proteins. Enzymes are protein that are produced by living cells. All of the enzymes, they are made up of proteins. Why do we use enzymes? They catalyze the chemical reaction that take place in the body. They speed up the chemical reactions that are taking place in the human body, in the plant's body, or in any living body. They are highly specific, and each enzyme is used for a specific purpose, for a specific reaction. So many enzymes, they are used as drugs, they are used as medicines. The most important one is to control the bleeding and to treat the blood cancer. Bleeding. How do enzymes control bleeding? They make a compact bone. They try to adjust the red blood cells together so as they help in the controlling of bleeding. Also, a new technique has been developed to treat the blood cancer. This is a blood cancer in which many type of tumor cells are formed. They do not allow the formation of immune cells. So as because of this reason, the blood cell can, the cancerous cell of blood can separate from two different portions. Now, enzyme technique has been used. Enzymes help in the stimulation of immune cells. They help in the formation of immune cells. These immune cells, they target the tumor cell and make them to leave. And because of this reason, many of the tumor cells get disintegrated, they get broken down, and they can be easily removed from the blood of a human. And by this method, we can treat cancer. And how do we treat this? By protein. Next is hides, chamra. Hides are protein, the skin of animals, the skin of many organisms. It is used as for the formation of leather by the process of tanning. Tanning, the the hides, they are cleaned. उनके ऊपर से all the skin, all the fur is being removed. और इस तरह से we get a very clean skin, and this is called leather, chamra. This leather is then converted into different forms, which is here shoes, bags, jackets, and all of these, they are formed from animal skins, and animal skins are protein in nature. Next is proteins. It is also found in bones. Bones के अंदर भी protein मौजूद होती है, and this is used when their bones are heated, when they are cooked, they give gelatin. जब bones को पकाया जाता है at a very high temperature, they give gelatin. Gelatin is used to make bakery items such as jelly. Similarly, many cake and many other bakery products, they are formed from gelatin, formed by using gelatin. So all of these, they are very important sources of proteins. Other than these, all of these we talked about animals. Bones are of animals, and similarly the meat and the chicken, all of these are animals. Do plants also form protein? Yes. Plants form protein in the form of pulses and beans. Pulses, all the dale, beans यानी के फलियां. So these are all synthesized by plants and they are also important source of food and they contain a large amount of protein in them. Next is test yourself 13.2. Which elements are found in proteins? So we learned in the previous topic that in proteins we have 5 different types of elements: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen. How amino acids are bonded with each other? By peptide bond. When two amino acids combine together, the hydroxyl group and the hydrogen from amino group combine together and they form water. And what do we get? A peptide linkage. Similarly, many more other amino acids can be attached with this. एक अमाइनो एसिड से जो कार्बोक्सिलिक पोर्शन है एक अमाइनो एसिड का, this is a one amino acid. It have carboxylic group on one side. Similarly, एक और अमाइनो एसिड with the same formula here. So from this portion you can see the hydroxyl group from one carboxylic acid, एक अमाइनो एसिड के कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में से हाइड्रोक्सल ग्रुप एंड दूसरे जो अमाइनो एसिड में से हाइड्रोजन, वन ऑफ दीज हाइड्रोजन, it will combine together and it will form water. So what do we get remaining? H2N, C, H, R, C, O, because OH has been removed. Similarly, the other one, nitrogen, which have only one hydrogen, because one hydrogen has been removed. What do we get remaining? The remaining portion R and COOH. So this bond which is formed, this one, which is between carbon and nitrogen, we call this to be peptide bond. Similarly, as we have here amino group, another amino acid can attach with it and it can form peptide bond. Similarly, there is free carboxylic acid on the other one. More amino acids can attach with it and we get polypeptide. और polypeptide को हम क्या कहते हैं? Protein. Similarly, next one is give the general formula of amino acids. General formula means कि इनमें से कुछ चीज ऐसी होगी जो हर अमाइनो एसिड में कॉमन होगी. Only one thing will be changing. Only one compound, only one element will be changing. So in case you can see here, this R will be changing in every amino acid. हर अमाइनो एसिड में R चेंज होगा, otherwise the remaining things will be same. हर चीज सेम रहेगी. This CH, this COOH, this amino group will be same in all amino acids. Only thing will be different, that is R. In some amino acid there may be present hydrogen. In some amino acid there may be present methyl group. In some amino acid there may be benzene ring present here. So there can be different compounds, there can be different elements over at R, but the remaining three things are same. Next is, what do you mean by non-essential amino acid? So those amino acid which our body can prepare itself, क्योंकि हम ये amino acid खुद से prepare कर सकते हैं. अगर हम इसे food से ना भी लें तो it's not a big deal. So non-essential amino acid, they are synthesized by our body. We do not need to take it from the our diet. And total 10 out of 20 amino acid, they can be synthesized by our human body and we call them non-essential. Alright students, our topic for today ends here.